Three, two, one. All right, I hope everyone's having a blessed day. The last video I posted, we kind of jumped into an energy. Like I said, I kind of felt like that was not quite your energy, maybe someone in your field. Either way, this is a new energy. This feels like the opposite end, right? That last person was going through so many realizations, kind of about themselves and some negativities, right? But whoever I'm picking up on now, I mean, this is beautiful, right? Or whoever needs this, right? Maybe that person who is going through that negativity over there, they also will need this at some point too, right? Or they will get to this part in their journey also. I love life. And I love this card because, you know, that whole saying, grass is greener on the other side, or the grass is greener where you water it at. You know, like, don't get me wrong. And I mean, where you water it at with self, right? There's one plant in there and she's watering it. So I feel like this is, I love life, right? And to love life is to love self. I am willing to change with the butterfly on there. And feel free to say these too to yourself, right? Because these are affirmations. I am willing to change, as the butterfly does, right? And to me, I wrote a poem the other day about walking a mile in someone else's shoes. And I was saying, while most will, or most say they could, most won't, because in order to do that, you would have to accept that some of the things, or open your mind to, right? Some of the things that you thought were wrong or right, you know, in the sense of we all come from somewhere different in our belief systems, and how we react to things are different. And being willing to change is like understanding that there's more than one way to arrive at the same point. Okay. I am willing to change. And a lot of people resist change, right? And life kind of sets you up. My bad, last thing I say that. Life kind of sets you up bad in that, right? Because from a young age, you're taught structure, right? Or you're supposed to be, right? That's kind of like the social norm, should I say. Structure in the sense of you get up at this time, right? You got school, we all have to go to school. You have this. Okay. You go get a job, right? You work these days, you got these days off, it's the same. The stuff you do at your job is the same. You know what I mean? So life kind of sets you up to not be open and to not want to change a lot of times. So it takes a lot of courage. So if this is you, big ups to you. That was very long-winded, but that's what I was trying to get out. Loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. And that's another thing I was writing about too. You know, for someone who says they love themselves, right, but they can hate others, it's like, that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? You get to a point where you accept others for who they are and understand that, but you can't hate someone and resent them and then go around saying that you love yourself. You know what I mean? Because you're not separate. You know, you're both human beings. You both make mistakes. You both are flawed. You both go through life and deal with stuff and have been through, you know, only, you know, God knows, or whoever you shared it with. So when you really reflect on life, it's like, you know, yes, I can understand this person and I don't want to be a part of their life or whatever the case may be. But again, loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. And the last card you got at the bottom of the deck is can't see in the camera. I am willing to forgive. And that's a big thing. All this is really tied to self. So I feel like someone is trusting their intuition more. Okay. I am willing to forgive. Someone is really understanding some deep life lessons in the sense of forgiveness is not about the other person. And as sad as that is, you know what I mean? Because how it's set up is someone comes to you and says, you know, sorry. And then you're like, oh, I accept your apology. I forgive you. Even though the truth about it is that person may not even really be sorry, right? They may just be doing that because it's socially acceptable or whatever the case may be. But you're still the person that has to walk around with that burden. You're still the one who gets fired up when their name comes up. You're still the one carrying that hurt to the next person, you know, who you come in contact with, and, you know, those kind of things. You're the one that's really losing in this. And it is one of the hardest things, especially when someone has done things that, you know, are kind of unspeakable, or you would never thought they would have done, or they were really close to you, so that hurt the most. You know what I mean? But if you don't, then you will walk around with this weight for the rest of your life. So, my bad. I was trying to get in a little door, but at the same time, whoever this is, you know what I mean, or whoever's thinking in these ways, right? You're really on a great path. Many blessings definitely coming to you. Loving life. I am willing to change. Loving others is easy when I love and accept myself, and I am willing to forgive. Till next time.